was sitting on my daddy's knee, listening to the stories that he told.
I chose to sink my roots here and raise my kids here because of the outdoors. And you know what it means to me is it means that I've had one of the biggest reasons for living here stripped away from me. I can no longer take my kids to my very favorite river, the river that I grew up on, that I cut my teeth on and learned how to fly fish on. I can't go there anymore. Enjoying public water should not be exclusive to the few that can afford a $10 million ranch. And there's a limited amount of water. There's a limited amount of rivers and streams. And if we allow those rivers and streams to be bought up by these corporations who now, by federal law, have the same rights as an individual, all is lost. Where is the line? Where is the stopping point? It's a monumental issue that even people that don't fish and that don't hunt and don't birdwatch and don't use these public waterways need to be concerned about, because this is just the start of it. The management and the health and the ecology and how those rivers and streams function and the reason they're valuable is because of you and I. It's because of the sportsmen and women. It's not because of the property owner. So I don't feel like they should have the right to come in and buy up a bunch of land and say, hey, this river that you guys have been managing for 80 years and taking care of, it's mine now. And all the work you've put in and all the money that you've spent, that's all mine now. And you're not welcome to come here anymore. We utilize these resources so we respect these resources. We understand the value of them. Up until 2010, these waterways were open to the public, and that's why they're in the condition that they're in. Because the people out recreating on these waterways, using these waterways, respect them and value them. So the argument that if these waterways are opened back up to the public, they're going to get trashed is not valid. Because they have been, and they're not in the condition that they're in because of the private property holder. They're in the condition that they're in because of the sportsman. The problem arises when you pass a law that says I can't do anything but float that river. Now every time my boat hits the bottom of the water, I'm trespassing. Every time there's an obstacle that I need to portage, I'm trespassing. If this legislation is left alone and unimpeded by the citizens and we don't fight this, what's next? Lakes? I mean, so now we can't fish rivers and streams. People are going to be allowed to buy lakes, and then I can't fish a lake. And pretty soon it's going to be like it was back in jolly old England, where if you weren't the king's buddy or you weren't royalty, you didn't get to fish. And that's exactly what's going on right now. And people that don't live in the state of Utah, that think this doesn't concern them, need to think again. So if you're not involved, get involved. If you don't fish, get involved. If you fish, get involved. If you're a hunter, get involved. If you're not a hunter, get involved. Because this isn't just about access to public resources and waterways. This is about freedom. This is about not allowing your rights to be taken away from you. Set a standard based on the Constitution that you have rights and you're willing to stand up and fight for them. You know, if the overwhelming majority contact their representatives and let them know that, look, I'm not happy that I can't take my kids out and teach them how to fish. I'm not excited about that. You know, they'll recognize. But everyone has to be on the same page. We all have to be fighting for the same goal, the same cause. So, you know, talk about it with people that, you know, it doesn't matter if they fish, bring the conversation up. Do you know what's going on in Utah? Do you understand what the Constitution says? Do you know what laws have been passed? What laws need to be changed? educate people and let them know, because it's not, like I said, it's not just about sportsmen, it's about freedom and it's about rights, and everyone is concerned about that. And if they're not, they should be.